And now let's move to BKK3. BKK3 sits directly adjacent to BKK1, meaning geographically it benefits from proximity to the core area without fully carrying the premium price. Compared to BKK1, BKK3 is slightly less dense, less commercialized, and more transitional in character. This is also the area where a popular tourist spot is located, Tulslang Genocide Museum. Every now and then, you can see groups of tourists visiting the place. You'll find a mix of older residential homes, mid-rise apartments, and more local boutique shops. This gives BKK3 what I would describe as an evolving identity positioned between established prime and emerging growth. Tenants in BKK3 are typically a mix of young local and foreigner professionals, corporate employees, NGO staff, long-stay expats. They choose this district because it allows them to remain within walking distance or short commuting distance to BKK1, but at a more moderate rental level. This attracts tenants that value centrality but still remain price conscious. And now, the most exciting part has come. The launching of Times Square 11 this month. This is the newest addition to the developer's portfolio. And you guessed it right, it's in BKK3. And this is where it becomes interesting. After successfully delivering projects in BKK1, Tulcourt, Tutumpong, and even expanding to Sihanoukville, the developer is once again focusing on central Phnom Penh, not moving outward but strengthening their footprint in near-core districts. That decision alone tells us something. It shows continued confidence in central demand. BKK3 operates within the same rental band as Tulcourt and Tutumpong. $400 to $500 for one-bedroom units, $700 to $800 for two-bedroom units, and $1,000 and up for larger units. But unlike older stock in the area, Times Square 11 will bring modern layout efficiency, full condominium facilities, professional property management structure, and a brand recognition from previous successful projects. This creates differentiation in a district that is still largely composed of low-rise apartments and smaller buildings. And that differentiation matters when competing for tenants. From an investment perspective, Times Square 11 offers entry into a prime adjacent district, pricing below BKK1 core benchmarks, exposure to continued central Phnom Penh growth, and a developer with proven completion track record. With a starting price of only around $50,000 range, it will surely attract strong early interest from buying location proximity without paying full prime premiums. So there you have it, all your Times Square projects from the first to the latest one. BKK1 with Times Square 1, Times Square 5, Times Square 6, and Times Square 9. Tulcourt with Times Square 2, Times Square 3, and Times Square 7. Tutumpong with Times Square 8, Sihanoukville with Times Square 10, and now BKK3 with Times Square 11. When evaluating Times Square projects, the real question isn't which building is the newest. It is which district aligns with your capital strategy, risk tolerance, and investment timeline. Location drives demand, pricing drives occupancy, and strategy drives performance. And if you're still comparing projects in Phnom Penh, Siem Reap, or Sihanoukville and want a clear, number-based breakdown that is tailored to your goals, just message me. I just don't sell projects, I help investors evaluate their decisions, and that makes all the difference. Thank you for watching!